Welcome to the first BacStalk tutorial on importing images and assigning metadata. In this case, we will use a time series of Hyphomonas neptunium as also shown in the manuscript. This time series consists of phase contrast images, and this is very important. One can only use BacStalk for phase contrast images. And then two additional channels, so CFP and YFP in addition. So to analyze those images, one has to start by starting up MATLAB. And this is in the case one downloads the version where one already has MATLAB. Otherwise, it's also available as a standalone version. So now one starts up BacStalk by right-clicking the mouse and pressing Run. So then we get the graphical user interface of BacStalk, and it provides three different options, so input, cell stalk detection and analysis. And in this tutorial we'll show you the input. So here we can add the files via add files, and we go look for the folder with the data and select all the images. Here it's important to know that one can only use TIFF or JPEG images for BacStalk, so no original microscopy files. In this time series we have 6 time points, so from T1 till T6, 2 different locations were imaged by the microscope, so S1 and S2, and then we have the 3 channels, CFP, phase contrast indicated by pH3, and then YFP. So if one clicks a file in the file pool, one can already also get the preview down here. Okay, now one needs to tell BacStalk how to extract the metadata, and we are starting off with the channels. So we have a phase contrast channel, and the images are indicated by pH3. So here one says that the file name contains pH3, and this is a phase contrast channel, and then one can update this, and BacStalk recognizes all the phase contrast images. In this case we also have YFP, so then again BacStalk will look for file names that have YFP indicated in the file name. So we can update, and those are now recognized. Same goes for the CFP files. And then we can continue to the other metadata. In this data set we have the 6 time points and 2 positions. So we select add metadata, where one can choose time, position, or anything else that you would have in your data set. And then one needs to look into the file name. And in this case the time is indicated by the number and is preceded by a T and followed by a dot. So this is what one needs to tell BacStalk, that this number is preceded by the T and it ends with a dot. Then it's important to also check the numeric data checkbox. If you do this, BacStalk will recognize that this is a time series and will order it chronologically from 1 up till 6 in this case. So we update this, and here we get the error message, and this is because we have a second position imaged. So we also need to add the metadata for position, otherwise there's confusion. So we can do this now. We add the metadata position, and in this case the position is indicated after the S with the underscore, and after the number of the position we again find an underscore. So we update this. Now BacStalk already sees that this is a time series, and then automatically enables the automatic drift correction. One can overrule this, but it makes sense to do this, and one can always also set this later on. It's also important to set the scaling of your images, so that later on one can find out lengths in microns already, and with our microscope 1 pixel is 0.065 microns, so one indicates it here and can go to the downstream analysis as shown in the next tutorial.